I used to be back in the 90s, I was a career manager for captains in the Armor Branch up at HRC. And I used to tell a story. And some of you will stay 30 years, some of you will stay 3 years. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you continue to serve your country, your nation, and your communities, because when you're on your deathbed and you've got your grandchildren and your children around you, what do you want them to say about you? Do you want them to say, wow, Dad was a great salesman, he made a lot of money, that's great, we had a bunch of Xboxes and PS3s? Or do you want them to say, remember how Dad's career or Mom's career, they were a selfless servant, they were an Army officer, you did all this great stuff, or later on were a teacher, or whatever you end up being, for whatever reason you don't stay. So think about that. You're starting down the path of a career of selfless service. It's something that is bigger than you. It's something that you can continue to help your nation or your community later on. It's something that you should aspire to. Just real quick, and then I'm going to get you off the field here because I know it's kind of hot out there, even though it's a beautiful day. Just I talked about this at the graduation a couple weeks ago. Everybody here wants to know what their first unit commander is going to expect out of you, and that's really they're going to expect you to give your best. They know that you're not going to know everything. They know that you should be coming out of the basic course and out of OCS with technical competency. So you've got to pay attention when you're in the basic course. Self-study is huge. That is the difference between someone that is an excellent officer and someone that's a good officer, is self-study, because you all get the same education otherwise. And then finally, remember, you're the example to your soldiers on and off duty. I'm talking about personal appearance and behavior. So you don't want to, if you're going to the PX off duty, whether, you know, again, whether you're doing it as a candidate, and I know you're limited in what you can wear now, but you don't want to look like a ragamuffin because your soldiers are looking at you. And I always told my officers, whether it was a company command or battalion command, you better be shaved, you better look the part of a leader when you're on post and out in front of everybody. So remember that. I think that's extremely important. Okay, branching's a special day. Unfortunately, I heard that everybody today is being branched chemical corps. Is that true? Just kidding. Don't get nervous out there. But, you know, I brought that up kind of as a joke, but it really doesn't matter what you're going to be branched. Everybody is in the fight. I come from a lineage of cavalry units where we didn't, back when we wore brass, nobody wore their brass, they wore cross sabers. And there's a reason for that because, you know, in the historical aspect of cavalry regiments, you're the first to face the enemy, last out, so it's got to be kind of an elite mindset where everybody's one team, one fight. So it doesn't matter if you're signal, chemical, infantry, armor, you all commit to the fight, you're all a big piece of it, and you're going to be a piece of it. So you may not like what you received today, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. What's important is that you learn your branch, that you're technically competent, and that you push yourselves, because later on in your career, whether you like your branch or not that you get today, you're going to have opportunities through CFD and functional area utilization and special forces and other branches like that, where you can do other things you might want to do later on. But it's really important that you put your best foot forward, whatever branch you're branched today, and that you're super confident, because that's what's going to make or break you later on in the Army. Okay, so good luck. You all have the potential to excel, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be in senior phase, and you wouldn't be graduating in a couple weeks from here. So again, no matter what you draw today, take pride in it and do your best. And if you remember anything, I talk about this all the time, and I've talked about it since I was a lieutenant on through a battalion commander. You might still read the book here. I think you do. It's called Common Sense Training by a Vietnam vet, Mike Malone, retired colonel. And he talks about skill, will, and drill. If you remember those three things, you got to, skill is making people, is making sure people understand and that they're technically competent. Will is driving the people to do their job that they need to do. And then drill is doing that job over and over again. If you remember that, if you remember anything I say today, remember that and you'll be successful in the Army. Okay, so you're about to get your branch. It's going to be a great day for you. You're almost done with OCS here, just another couple of weeks. Keep your nose clean, keep leading, keep learning, and do your best out there, and best of luck. Thank you.
On behalf of the candidates of Class 01411, Senior Officer Candidate Micah Jones will present Lieutenant Colonel Christopher K. Kennedy with a small token of appreciation for his participation in today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the OCS alma mater and the playing of the Army song.
The OCS alma mater!
Across the Chattahoochee to the Yucatan, OCS our alma mater, Benning's pride and joy. Forward ever, backward ever, faithfully we strive. To the ports of embarkation, follow me with pride. When it's time and we are called to guard our country's might, we'll be there with our heads held high, peacetime and in fight. Yearning ever, failing never, guard the memory. The call is clear, it was me that attacked for freedom, ever freedom. First you fly for the right, and you build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. When it's high, high, hey, the Army's on its way, count all the kings done strong. Forever young, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along.
Sir, this is the ceremony.
Take charge of your troops.
First Sergeant! Halt!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. We hope you have enjoyed the Senior Officer Candidate Review of the OCS Class 01411. Thank you for attending, and please drive safely.
I know.